The way we design more reliability is by not simply investing in indexes. We have a lot of retirees come in and they have a majority of their money in indexes, index funds, like the S&P 500 index. And they're in that position because the indexes have done so well. Since 2009, the indexes have gone up tremendously. And so people tend to want to keep their money in the indexes because the indexes are doing great. But when you're retired and you want to draw a steady income, I think you have to go back and look at history. Um, I remember the late 90s. I remember because that was the other period where the indexes had a very long term good run from 1982 to 2000. We had an 18-year run where the indexes were very, very strong. And a lot of retirees in the late 90s had, again, just like today, it really, really reminds me of today. A lot of retirees had too much money in indexes. And if you asked most people in the late 90s, how much is the S&P 500 going to go up per year over the next 10 years, they would have said, oh, probably about 20% a year. But for the next 10 years, from January of 2000 to January of 2010, we call that the lost decade because the S&P went up and down a lot, but wound up just about the same place in January of 2010 than it was in January of 2000. So you really didn't make hardly any money in 10 years. So the way we do it is we invest in more conservative funds that have a very long term track record, 30, 40, 50 years or longer for some of these funds, of paying consistent dividends. And we go back and we look at how did those funds perform from 2000 to 2010? What did they make? And for somebody who wanted to draw an income every month, they were pretty darn stable.
If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. We do this all day, every day for clients. And if you have questions about your specific situation, just shoot us a message.